when a reality show romance goes very wrong. He was a popular pro football player. She, a feisty star of Basketball Wives. Their marriage seemed destined for TV gold until it all came to a crashing halt one terrible night, only weeks after they wed. Now, for the first time, Evelyn Lozada opens up about what she says really happened and what role the spotlight played.
It looked like everything had finally calmed down, like the storm between them had passed for good. No more tension, no more shade, just silence. But sometimes, silence doesn't mean peace. It means something is building. And this time, what was building behind the scenes was bigger, deeper, and far more emotional than anyone expected.
Red flag.
Don't be trying to be funny when motherfuckers already funnier.
Go take a breather.
Yeah, have the champagne.
Okay, go take a breather.
Because just when people thought this story was over, everything came crashing down again. And this time, it wasn't just drama. It was personal. For years, Evelyn Lozada and JenniferWilliams were more than just reality TV stars. They were friends, real friends, the kind of friendship people believed in. They laughed together, defended each other, and stood side by side through some of the hardest moments of their lives. Fans watched their bond grow on screen. It felt genuine. It felt strong. Evelyn was bold, outspoken, and fearless. Jennifer was calm, composed, and thoughtful. They balanced each other in a way that just worked. But as time went on, things started to shift. At first, it was small. A comment here, a look there. Moments that didn't seem like much until they started adding up. The energy changed. The trust started to crack. And before anyone really realized what was happening, that sisterhood turned into distance. They had their fallouts before. Arguments, public tension, even moments where it felt like everything was completely broken. But somehow, they always found their way back. Or at least, it looked like they did. Because behind the smiles, something never fully healed. And that's where this story really begins. It started quietly again. No big announcement, no direct call-out, just subtle signs that something wasn't right. Fans noticed it first. They always do.
I know what it's like to see red and go for the juggler, but this is way too much.
A missing comment, a lack of support, a strange kind of distance that didn't feel normal. Then came the posts. Cryptic messages, indirect shade, the kind that doesn't mention names but somehow says everything. And people started connecting the dots fast. Something was wrong again. But here's the twist. This time, Jennifer didn't stay silent. For a long time, Jennifer had been the one who stepped back, the one who avoided escalating things. Even when tensions got high, she often chose to move differently, but not this time. This time, she came forward, and she didn't just speak, she came with receipts. What nobody expected was how detailed it would get. Jennifer began sharing pieces of information that painted a very different picture of Evelyn's relationships. Not just opinions, not just feelings, but actual messages.
Sleeping with your ex. Sleeping with who? Shawnee, I swear on my kids. That I told you that?
No, you didn't tell me.
So where is it coming from?
Don't look at me because I didn't say it. She told me. It's him.
Conversations, moments that were never meant to be public. And suddenly, everything changed. Because Evelyn's image had always been clear in the public eye. She was seen as someone who had been through heartbreak, someone who had faced difficult relationships and came out stronger each time. People respected her for that. They supported her. But Jennifer's claims started to challenge that narrative. She suggested that things weren't always as simple as they seemed, that there were sides to the story
Okay, go
people
take a
never
breather.
saw, and that maybe, just maybe, Evelyn wasn't always praise the victim. The internet exploded. Fans were shocked, confused, divided. Some refused to believe it. Others started looking closer, questioning everything they thought they knew. And that's when Evelyn responded. At first, it wasn't loud, it wasn't aggressive, it was emotional. She went live, and everything people saw in that moment felt real. Her voice cracked, her eyes filled with tears. She looked overwhelmed, hurt, exhausted. She said she was tired of constantly being judged, tired of having her story twisted, tired of people taking pieces of her life and turning them into something else. And then she broke down. Not the kind of tears people fake for attention, not controlled, not measured. This was different. This was raw. You could hear it in her voice. You could see it in her face. "This is too much," she said. "I've been through enough already." And for a moment, everything stopped. Because regardless of what people believed, that pain looked real. But here's where things got even more complicated. As Evelyn was trying to defend herself, more receipts started surfacing. More messages, more conversations, more moments that seemed to support what Jennifer had been saying. And now, it wasn't just one claim against another. It was a full-blown situation. People started digging deeper, looking back at past relationships, past interviews, past statements, trying to piece together what was real and what wasn't. And suddenly, Evelyn's entire story was being questioned, not just by fans, but by people who had once supported her. And that's when everything shifted again. Because this wasn't just about two friends arguing anymore. It was about reputation. It was about truth. It was about who people believed. Jennifer stayed calm through it all. That's what made it even more intense. While Evelyn was emotional, Jennifer appeared steady, focused, almost detached. She made it clear she wasn't trying to destroy anyone. She said she was just done staying quiet, done protecting someone who wouldn't do the same for her. And that statement hit hard, because it changed the perspective. It made people wonder, how long had this been building? How much had been left unsaid? How many moments had been hidden behind loyalty? And that's when everything felt heavier, because now it wasn't just about what was true, it was about what had been hidden. Evelyn tried to regain control of the narrative. She spoke again, this time more firm, but still emotional. She admitted she wasn't perfect. She admitted she had made mistakes, but she denied being fake, denied manipulating stories, denied being the person Jennifer was describing.
And you could feel the frustration. Because when someone feels misunderstood, it doesn't just hurt, it drains them. And that's exactly what people were watching happen in real time. The situation started affecting everything. Her image, her confidence, her presence online. She became quieter, more distant, less visible. And for someone who had always been strong, loud, and unapologetic, that shift was noticeable. People started asking questions. Was she stepping back to heal? Or was she overwhelmed by everything coming out? Meanwhile, Jennifer continued speaking. Not aggressively, not emotionally, just steadily. Like someone who had already processed everything and was now just telling it as it is. And that contrast made the situation even more intense. Because now it wasn't just about what was being said, it was about how it was being said and how it was being received. The emotional weight of everything started to show, not just for them, but for everyone watching. Because deep down, this wasn't just entertainment, it was a broken friendship, a real one, the kind that doesn't end easily, the kind that leaves scars. And when something like that plays out publicly, it hits differently, because people don't just see the drama, they feel the loss. They remember their own friendships, their own betrayals, their own moments of being hurt by someone they trusted. And that's what made this situation so powerful. It felt real. Evelyn's breakdown wasn't just about the accusations, it was about everything behind them. Years of experiences, years of relationships,
years of trying to be understood, and suddenly, all of that was being questioned. That kind of pressure changes a person. It makes them reflect. It makes them question themselves. It makes them wonder where things went wrong and whether they could have been different. Jennifer's side wasn't easy either. Speaking out like that, especially about someone you once loved like family, doesn't come without weight. There's history there, memories, moments that meant something, and choosing to break that silence means accepting that things will never go back to how they were, and that's a loss too, because sometimes telling the truth doesn't feel like victory, it feels like letting go. As everything settled, one thing became clear. There wasn't a simple answer. There wasn't a clear villain or a clear hero, just two people, two perspectives, two versions of the same story, and somewhere in the middle, the truth.
But the truth isn't always clean. It's messy, complicated, emotional, and sometimes it hurts everyone involved. Now, the question isn't just about who was right, it's about what's left. Because after everything that's been said, everything that's been revealed, everything that's been felt, can anything be repaired? Can trust come back after being broken like that? Can two people who once meant so much to each other ever find peace again? Or is this one of those situations where the damage runs too deep, where too much has been exposed, where too many lines have been crossed? Only time can answer that. But one thing is certain, this wasn't just another reality TV moment. This was real. Real emotions, real pain, real consequences. And as everything fades from headlines and conversations slow down, the impact will still be there. Because some things don't just disappear, they stay. In memories, in feelings, in the quiet moments when everything else is gone. And maybe that's the hardest part of all. Not the public drama, not the opinions, not the noise, but the silence that comes after. When you realize that someone who once meant everything to you is now just a part of your past. And no matter how much you try, you can't go back.